Good morning, everyone. So this is 7 a.m. on day 7. Well, in fact, I've been up since 5 a.m. in the morning because I'm just too excited about getting out in less than 24 hours. Right. So today's video is just some self-reflection and random thoughts about this past 7 days. Right. The first thought that I have is I definitely cannot grow a mustache. You see this? It's so sparse. Been trying to grow it the past 7 days, but I don't think it works for me. So thought number 2 would be more towards I would say spending time alone in the hotel room this 7 days. It's quite tough, I think. So I cannot imagine those people who are in prison spending time in the isolation cell. I think that's very scary. Yeah, they don't even have entertainment, right? And maybe one last, moving on to my thoughts on O Hotel, right? I would say let's start with the good things. So the first thing is on the day of arrival, the service staff did give me quite some bottles of water, and it was sufficient, well, for about a couple of days. And in terms of water, there's also hot water for showering. So that's my expectations now. And well, except for yesterday, it was a bit on the cold side. And moving on to the food, well, the food was good in the sense that it was warm. It was always warm for lunch and dinner, right? But if we're talking about food, on the not so good side of Old Hotel, the food is usually very oily. So there's definitely vegetables that are always drowned in oil, and then a side dish on the together for the meal. So that's my biggest misgiving. The food is such a shame because Hong Kong is such a food mecca, right? So in these 7 days, I didn't even have the Hong Kong milk tea, for example, right? So I think things can be improved in that department. The second good, or rather the next not so good thing, I would say would be the air conditioning. What's the purpose of putting an aircon controller if you cannot, vary the temperature, right? So it's been freezing. It's like always kept at 22 degrees, but it feels way colder than that. And it's such a small room, so you have to put on more clothing, like what I'm doing now, wrapping a towel around my neck, right, just to feel warm. So these are the not so good stuff, along with very thin walls, right? So I can hear conversations going on. If people walk past the corridor, the luggage or the service staff is hitting against the wall, you can totally hear it, right? So that is, I would say, the biggest gripe, right? The television, I didn't explore it, but I half suspect at Old Hotel you won't have international channels, right? So it's only Hong Kong channels. On the bright side, it would be good if you're trying to practice Cantonese, right? So that would be a good way. But on the first day when I tried to operate the television, there wasn't any volume. Well, that's my thoughts for the day, right? Hope you enjoyed the video so far. Bye bye.